everyone, this is Diana from Tantra Butterfly. Unfortunately, I have some uh, depressing news to share. I was the victim of theft at the Hilton Garden Inn in downtown Chicago. What happened is I checked in there on March 19th, so I stayed a total of 3 days and 3 nights. I checked in March 19th. I stayed there up until March 22nd, and I was extremely sleep deprived because their fire alarms kept going off very, very early in the morning for 2 days out of the 3 that I stayed there. According to the front desk, they have issues with their fire alarms going off without any reason. According to the front desk person, somebody was making a toasted bagel in the kitchen. So regardless, I packed up hurriedly on Saturday and I tried to the best of my ability to get everything inside the little tiny little carts that they have. They don't have big carts. They have a number of tiny carts, which barely fits in anything if you have a lot of stuff like I do. So, sad news, I left behind some items. Um, Especially my Victorian era rings in a rabbit hide pouch. I carry these around me wherever I travel. And the front desk had all of my information because I'm a Silver Tier Hilton Honors member. They had my information. They could have called me because I was literally only like 12 minutes walking distance away from their hotel, and I could have retrieved my items that same day within the hour. Unfortunately for me, I went through my belongings 2 days ago and realized I hadn't packed my rabbit fur pouches, which were full of my items that I really care about. So I go there yesterday early morning. They found my items and they were labeled under my room number. But when I opened up my rabbit fur pouch, at least 8 or so rings were missing, including one of my favorite rings. So I reached out to the general manager and I let them know what happened. And in the beginning, initially, he seemed genuinely apologetic, like he wanted to try to attempt to help me. And then, after all the back and forth emails, and after him filing an insurance claim, he stated that it's my responsibility. The hotel is not responsible for my personal items at all, and that I need to file an insurance claim. But guess what? I don't have any insurance. So, unfortunately for me, there goes my favorite ring and some other beautiful rings that I've collected over the years for the past 7 years. And my life is not very easy right now. I'm going from one place to the next, and I probably will leave Chicago this year, I'm hoping, because I'm just so tired of bad things happening to me. And I do believe that astrology is a science, and that I just feel like I'm not living my best life here. That no matter how hard I try, I just don't attract enough work to me. And no matter how careful I am, I always end up losing things or having things stolen. And I'm really tired of that kind of story and expecting the same results. So, if anything, this video is just to warn people that the Hilton Garden Inn usually has a history of theft. If you were to go on Google right now and Google up Hilton Garden Inn, there are so many people reporting theft of jewelry, rings, and other items. And the Hilton Garden Inn, downtown Chicago, I think it's really cruel not to reimburse me, especially if the staff is dishonest. It took me years to collect those rings and a lot of hard work on my part, and it took their housekeeping staff, that individual, less than a few minutes to cherry pick her favorite rings from my pouch and claim it as hers. So forever So for this is the message to whoever took my jewelry. I hope that you have nothing but the worst karma since you decided that you deserve to steal somebody's personal belongings without even caring how it would affect them emotionally. Because it really hurts, and I've lost so much already these past few years. And to have theft, you know, when I could have been called by the front desk, they obviously don't care at that location what happens to your belongings. Common sense should be that if a guest checks out and housekeeping staff checked in certain items, that you can definitely contact the person that checked out of your hotel and let them know that they forgot their belongings. That's a simple thing that you can do to make sure that the guest actually has their items back. So if I were running a hotel and my guest left and forgot maybe like their shirt, maybe a pair of shoes, some jewelry, an important watch, an iPad, whatever. I mean, I would be caring enough to look up on the roster all the items that they left behind, call them up, and let them know that they forgot some items at my hotel. And since the Hilton Garden Inn in Evanston is that callous and doesn't properly know how to communicate to their guests, I personally wouldn't recommend that location. So if you're traveling by yourself, I would be very cautious and I would look for a different hotel to stay at, a different hotel that isn't so busy and that protects their guest belongings. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.